Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be doing part 3 of evolving our latest custom solar system, version 17, from birth to death. So, if you remember last episode, things got pretty crazy. We had a rogue TRAPPIST-1 system enter our solar system here, and it caused a bit of turmoil. We've stolen one of the planets. We've got the last TRAPPIST planet here, which has managed to hold on, TRAPPIST-1G here. And that TRAPPIST star did cause quite a lot of problems. As you can see, the orbits are a complete mess. The brown dwarf has come into play a bit more, is now interacting with some of the outer objects. We can see some of the super Earth planets on the edges, because they've interacted with the brown dwarf there, now being slung out a bit. So it's caused quite the carnage, the red dwarf's interaction here, the TRAPPIST star. So things are only going to get probably more bad from here. So let's go ahead and press play and start to see as more chaos unfolds. So as we can see here, I remember the two ice giants here. These guys were constantly swapping orbits last episode, so we're going to see if they hold on today or not. I do feel like that this one here, Unko, is going to have an interaction with the dominant gas giant in the yellow there at some point, because they orbits are so close. As you can see, I feel like that yellow one is going to scoop it up and sling it out somewhere at some point. The other ice giant may be in the clear now. It depends if it interacts again with the one that's slinging around a bit. We'll have to wait and see, really. We can see other objects are also, their orbits also being bent. I think the brown dwarf has definitely got into play a bit more, because for the last two parts it wasn't really doing too much, but now it's kind of picking up some of these slung out objects, which should be interesting to see how that works. As for the inner solar system, things in here are doing fairly okay. I mean, the TRAPPIST planet, that's probably not going to last much longer, as it is extremely close to our Spicer star. So as you can see here, it's getting the full wrath of everything. Look at that. That's quite the bright there. Oh yeah, it looks really cool. Oh yeah, it is completely hidden in the last. But that glow looks cool. If we have a look underneath the thing, there you go. That is why it is so hot. It's absolutely scorched underneath those clouds. So it's kind of like a Venus kind of build going on at the moment. That thick atmosphere, and you've got that real glow from behind it. I mean, we could technically lower this down a bit. That's what you can see underneath. But yeah, we'll keep it quite high. I like that glow behind it. It looks pretty cool. So there you go. Yeah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Completely block out the star. Turn that off. There you go, good look at it. Oh yeah, the realistic colours do look really good. But yeah, we'll keep the goggles on, because otherwise things will get a little too bright for us. So there you go. As for the other planets, everyone's in the multi-hundreds here, close to the star. You know, in the 200s here. Pascal here, world is technically still in the habitable range. I mean, the average is 40 though, so I mean, you don't really want to be on the equator here. You want to be in the north and south areas, so it's kind of past its best point now, and it is only going to start getting hotter from here. So not the greatest place anymore. Well, last episode it was in its best point, but yeah, now that equator is going to be seriously seething hot. So yeah, not exactly what you want for if you're a human. I don't recommend going on the 60-degree area. That may be a little too hot for you. So I mean, look, the hottest temperatures on Earth, what are they, like 54, I think, are like the sort of highest ones you get these days, roughly, on the hottest areas of the planet. 54, 55. You go up to the 60s, that's going to be pretty brutal. So I know, for instance, I think 35, from what I've experienced, 35 is enough. I don't want to even know what 45 plus is like. Oh god, be a bit rough. Could be slightly wrong with those numbers, but I think it's around 55, 54, 55 sort of degrees, the max sort of Earth temperatures you get ish, something like that. Right, anyway, so as for the other planets as well, this one here is potentially the next planet to become habitable. Just needs a bit more temperature on it. Still minus 26 here, but it's warming up. It may have the potential conditions. It is the sister planet of Pascal with a green shade, so that should be interesting. This one as well, possibly as well, could be a potential habitable world. Let's see what it's made of. Oh no, it's a methane ammonia water. Yeah, so technically this could be an ocean world at some point. We'll have to see. I may mark that with a different colour actually, just so we can keep tabs on it. So there you go. So underneath right now it is just, yeah, okay. Have to come back to that when we get a bit more temperature. And then everything further out is probably a little too chaotic. I mean, maybe this one, bit of atmosphere on it. We'll have to wait and see. And then you got the gas giants here. Oh yeah, I forgot this was a gas giant, wasn't it? We actually have another gas giant of 2 Jupiters in here. Let's mark that with a colour, because we haven't really taken much notice of this, have we? So there it is. And we did have a gas giant in the inner system as well, didn't we? I'm sure we did. If it's still here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, the one that's close to the star, the hot Jupiter. Yeah, that's sitting in there. That one has 6 masses of Earth, though, so it's not too dominant. But this one here, 1.22 Jupiters. You know, this one, I guess we've kind of been ignoring it most of this time. But, you know, technically that orange gas giant could be causing some interactions as well. So we will see. We will see. The orange one, I mean, I think that's probably had... We haven't really seen this object do anything the last two, so maybe it's just been sitting in a very comfortable position here. And hasn't had too much to worry about, so... Could be interesting. Maybe have an interaction with Unco there, the blue ones. So what's actually... So let's actually just get a lineup. So I think we've got 4 gas giants left. There's the brown dwarf. Dominant's the yellow one. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 5... No, we got... No, we have 6 still? Oh. Where's this one? What's that? Oh, we've got a distant one as well. Okay. Oh, hang on. That's a heat glow. Hang on. Put that back to what it was. Oh. I want that colour. There we go. So just make that. We'll just highlight the gas giants a bit more. So what's actually, how much mass has that got? It's a more Neptune Uranus kind of size one. Okay, 13.4. Not the most massive out there. Oh, we can see the brown dwarfs having some interactions here. Ooh, and this gas giant's kind of in the brown dwarf's path here. It could be being picked up by the brown dwarf actually. Okay. Okay, so now we've got all the gas giants highlighted. It gives us a little more insight on, you know, the orbits and stuff. So, you know, there's still a... You know, the gas giants are kind of dominating the outer areas there. But, you know, still... I'm surprised some of these are still here, actually, despite all things. But I guess the ones with less mass are not causing as much interference. It's only the ones with the Jupiter-sized mass. So, technically, it's Unco and then the yellow one here. They're kind of the 2 big, powerful ones. And then, technically, the orange one. But this one's done nothing, from what I can remember. It's just sort of been there. Hasn't really had much interaction with the yellow. So... That is interesting stuff. Yeah, I'm quite surprised with that. This one, I don't think this object's going to last much longer either. But anyway, let's actually get some sped up simulation time and actually watch this unfold. So we can see there's a few orbits sort of changing in there. I'm sure our star will be evolving to really big sizes today. So we will see how that turns out. Just delete any particles just in case they're slow. So I do see some particles coming out of something. So one of the objects is definitely losing material somewhere in the system. Okay. God, I just want to see... this Unco finally have the interaction with the yellow one. It's sitting right at the orbits. It's sitting so close together. Eventually, something is going to happen, I reckon. They are slinging so close. Okay, but meanwhile, while they're playing out, I think we are going to go and keep the star. You know, got to keep the star going as well. Let's go in for a quick save. Get it all updated for this week. There we go. Right, so the star itself, I think it's probably going to engulf TRAPPIST-1G with that orbit. I don't think TRAPPIST-1G is going to last much longer. So, right, let's lock the mass. And again, I want the size. I'm going to double it up to 12 now. So again, a bit bigger. Temperature, I want to put it... What's it? Luminosity. We're going to put that to 10 as well. Keep that mass locked. Okay, let's see how it does. TRAPPIST-1G's gone. The star just engulfed it. Too close to the star, so that's out. That's 1 planet down. Okay, and then your luminosity's increased as well. So now we're going to see that Pascal is definitely not going to be habitable after this. It is warming up. That average is increasing. That's the end of life on this planet. Now we're looking at the green one here. This is where then life, the border, the Goldilocks area is now moving to. So we should start to see some temperature here as this one warms up. And there you go. Going into the positive temperatures about now. That's going to be a huge change for it. As you know, every star evolution, we are jumping millions and millions, even maybe a billion years into the future. So we can see this one is now in a good position. 32 on the hottest point. So now we should start to see this thing melt up a bit. So now it is in the perfect place. We may have to just manually interfere and do the stabilized phases. And that should hopefully sort it out. What's going on here? Why is it still frozen for? What's that all about? Is that all liquid? Maybe we have to manually sort of... That's the one thing that the game still struggles to do, is just melt objects when they should be melting. So let's have a little slow it down. It's losing material though. Look, ooh, interesting. So it can't hold it. It can't hold it all together then. Okay, what's going on here? So methane, ammonia. It has the water, but it looks like it lost a lot of water. I think and over a massive Earth earlier. So maybe it won't last for too long then. Has it not got an atmosphere to hold on? Let's see. Okay, it definitely has an atmosphere to hold on. 800 ATM. Somehow it's got there. No idea how. Sea level. What's going on here? There it is. What colour's the water on this thing? Interesting. Ice and snow. Oh, that's ice. Why is there ice on it at that level of temperature? That doesn't seem quite right to me. It's at 48 degrees average now. Yeah, see, like that should be... Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think that ice should be switched off. It should look more like this, I think, at this point. There you go. That's a little better, isn't it? So it's heavily ocean based, but, you know, it has got some land there. But it's losing material, though, so it's not really going to be not so habitable after all, eh? I mean, it has got, yeah, okay. So the sister planet of Pascal here, Rissia, not necessarily what we would expected. And it turned out pretty strange. Okay, how about the other one it was nearby, the blue one? How's this one doing? Minus 97 still, so not quite there yet. Okay, still pretty cold. Alrighty. And that was a loud bike go past. Sorry if you can hear any background audio again. It's now the summer. I can't record with my window shut. I need the window open, otherwise I will suffocate in here in the temperature. It's too hot. Must have that fresh air. Right, there we go. So, this one's still staying a little cooler. It is a little further out than the other green one, though. There it is. And this one's greenhouse effect is... Yeah, look at that. It's gone really high, hasn't it? Not sure what had such a high ATM. But, yeah, there it is. Okay. Right, so while that's all playing out, I guess in the inner system now we're going to start seeing some really high temperatures here, technically on these. Okay. So many objects saying similar orbits here. That's really strange because I don't think these originally had the same orbit, these three here. They're all very similar places now, but I'm not sure that's quite right. Pascal's now 100 plus, so definitely not going to be much water left on that. That's definitely going to be thickening up that atmosphere for sure. Right, let's continue. Get a bit of simulated time now. Let's see. Oh, I saw the Unco orbit change. I just want to do a lot of simulated time. I want to just see now after a long period of time how this will play. All we can see, there's definitely some changes going on here. Look, we can see that one's having a... That last super Earth is just hanging on in there with that faraway orbit there. Brown dwarf, though, still just going to swoop up anything that gets too close to it. So that other gas giant has definitely got to watch out. If they get in the wrong place at the wrong time, that gas giant could be history. Just depends where it meets the brown dwarf a bit there. Look, the brown dwarf just altered its orbit slightly there. Eventually, it's definitely going to be causing more problems. We can see that the Unco orbit is still interacting with the dominant gas giant in there. Its orbit is still just constantly changing. It's just can't find... Look, there you go, it's changed again. It just cannot find a nice place to be. It's constantly being ruined. Oh dear. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, we've done an ejection. There's some trouble. There's something's gone wrong. Oh, yeah. Just slow things down a bit more. So, there's chaos. Chaos here. Is that one of the gas giants? Still, oh, that's hanging on. So, we've lost this object here. That's gone. That was one of the objects in the further out inner solar system. That's gone. We've lost a second object as well. What is that? Whatever it was, it looks like it's gone very, very far away. Oh, my God, that thing is... Another one. Oh, so that's one of the far out ones. That's out. One of the super Earths, that's gone, so losing more. Okay. What's happened to Pascal's orbit? Look at that. So there's definitely been an interaction. Those three objects together, obviously something didn't click right. And now Pascal's orbit has cooled down again. Oh, so it's got a little bit of a... It's got some of its nice conditions back. But it's now in an eccentric orbit, which is definitely going to ruin it a bit. Just now, its orbit now goes further out than its sister planet. So now Pascal is the better of the two worlds to be on. Look at that. That is a very, very unexpected change of events. But clearly, having those three planets, these other two, in that similar orbit area, one of them was eventually going to go. Not good. Oh, look at this. Dominant gas giant. Forgot it picked up a moon last episode, didn't it? It stole one of the planets in orbit. It's still got it. There it is. In orbit of the dominant planet. So there you go. It's pretty far away from him, though. Look, you can't see him too well. I mean, where is it? It's very far away. There it is. That's one that's closer orbit there. It's an is it an eccentric orbit? Yeah, it is slightly. Look, there you go. That's probably its closest point, roughly there to the planet in the distance. There you go. And the big monster, 7 Jupiter mass. Okay, very nice. Yeah, that stole a planet. Unco here. Its orbit actually cuts in front of the dominant gas giant at the moment, this ice giant here. So that is a definitely going to be not so great at some point. I still think they're going to interact. They've got to. It's going to get... Surely it's going to get torn out at some point. It's got to. I just can't see it happening. And look, we've got the other gas giant here, the orange one, slinging by into this very, very busy area here. Look, if we just move this region here, you can see its orbit is also getting close to the others, and it's in between this one as well. This area is a trouble zone. Something is going to go wrong eventually. Oh, God. Whoa! That's too much. Right, there we go. But, yeah, I don't see it all going to work well forever. There's definitely going to be an interaction here. That other orange orbit is now slinging very close to it. Oh, my God. It's definitely going to be carnage. And the brown dwarf could pick it up as well. It's under threat from the brown dwarf, the dominant gas giant. Oh, it's not looking great for that. Or is it going to get picked by the brown dwarf? Oh, that was close. Look at it sling by. Oh, my God. Now that's cutting in the dominant gas giant's orbit as well. That is just... What an orbit that is. This is doomed for failure. Oh, it's just constantly coming by, isn't it? Oh, man. All it takes is it to be in the wrong place. Oh, look at it. Look at how bent it is now. Its orbit now cuts inside dominant orbit by quite a lot. Look at that. It's just constantly on the change. Let's have a look at its orbital stats here. Keep an eye on those numbers. 82 years. I don't think that's going to last too long. Let's just wait for it to swoop round again and just look at it change. As it gets bent round every time. Oh, yeah. 84 years. Yeah. It's getting more eccentric by the looks of things. You can see its orbits. Just look at it. Look at its orbit. Brown dwarf just really pulled it around there. Oh, man. Not good. Oh, yeah. There it goes. Oh, almost had an interaction with this one as well. Oh, wow. God, it's pure drama today already. Let's just keep it going. Let's just try and watch. I still think that brown dwarf could definitely be the end of it as well. All it takes is brown dwarf just to swoop it up. Oh, yeah, there you go. Let's put its orbit another 10 years out. It was 82 earlier, now it's 92. Oh, it's just constantly having a battle on with the brown dwarf, isn't it? Oh, it really doesn't like that. The outer system's instability in this is pretty horrendous. How are we doing in the inner system? How's Pascal doing? Because that one's orbit was ruined, wasn't it? Let's see here. How's that holding on there? 62, so it's back in the hot zone again. Yeah, it's closed in again, its orbit. Oh dear. Minus 95. About the other green one, how's that doing? 130 degrees. It looks like it's lost its water, look. That one is now getting too hot. No more water. Ice and snow are all, yeah, they're gone as well, so that world has pretty much had it. Okay, I'm thinking back to star again. Let's go for the next evolution phase. There you go. Right, so with time, I actually want to turn this star technically into the regular Spicer star. But to do that, we need to do either a rapid evolution or we just do a few jumps. Because if we spawn in the regular one quickly, let's just pop it out here. So the regular Spicer, it has 13,000 luminosity and 22,000 temperature. So if we want to evolve it into the blue star, we need to do maybe a rapid evolution jump. So maybe the star starts to spiral, it starts to rapidly get brighter and stuff. We'll see how that plays out. But yeah, I want to roughly aim to get it to the blue star level that it is. So maybe I increase the surface temperature and maybe that will buff up the luminosity a bit. Because I think that does kind of play into effect now. So let's see. So the temperature now, it's colder than it should be. So I'm going to double that straight away to 5,000. That's what immediately puts us to 160 suns. So again, let's lock that. And we'll do a few evolutions because that really increased the luminosity, didn't it? So there we go. Let's keep that mass. All right, play. Right, so that's probably quite. That's obviously that is a rapid evolution. So this planet here may just go too hot and instantly. We will see. Let's speed up some time here. And it is, yeah. So now the star's getting rapid. You know, planets further out will never really get the chance to become habitable. So this one is immediately just going to go too hot. As for the inner planets now, we're going to start seeing the scorching. Meanwhile, let's just keep a bit of evolution on the outer system. Oh, there you go. Eventually. Oh, we've lost two. Unco's finally gone. It is out straight away. Oh, it knew it was going to happen eventually. Two gas giants pretty much being tossed out roughly at the same period. Something didn't go quite well there. That's cleared its orbit. Look at that. Oh, yeah, that is gone. Finally, we've been waiting for ages, and it is out. It is gone. There you go. I knew eventually that it was never going to last. It was just doomed to fail. It is gone. And there we go. So this one as well, also on the outer edges now after being ejected by the brown dwarfs area there. It looks like we've lost a second planet. Another super Earth is gone. Yeah, that's not coming back. That's out. Oh, yeah. So now the orbits are looking a lot cleaner. Look, you know, we've lost those unstable orbits. Now you've kind of got your Jupiter, your Saturn, your Uranus kind of line here of 3 gas giants. And then you got the brown dwarf kind of being the 4th one further out. Interesting. So you know, we're slowly clearing the orbits, you know, after a long period of time. You know, the orbits are... You know, these ones are still pretty oval shaped as well. These ones have done quite well. So these two, the 1-2 Jupiter here and then obviously the dominant, those two have never really interacted. They're just at a perfect gap from each other. Kind of like Jupiter and Saturn in a way. Their orbits are just behaving themselves. So, you know, they've done very well, those two. Very, very well. And then the 3rd ice giant, or the only ice giant left now, I think. This one's just been chilling in that orbit for ages without much interaction. So it's done, you know, it's just... You know, we've kind of built... the system's kind of stabilised now with those gas giants being removed. So kind of this guy's kind of like your Sedna Planet 9 kind of out obscure faraway object now with a long orbit. Look at that, 2,000 years. So this basically has become a Planet 9 Sedna kind of object. Same with this object in a way as well. They're kind of just been slung out. That brown dwarf there. So there you go. Interesting stuff. So how's the inner system doing now? So there's still a bit of chaos in there, I think. This object here could be under threat from the dominant gas giant eventually. Its orbit does go very, very close. Did it lose its moon? It did. Look, it's lost it. Its moon is broken away. Okay. Interesting. Will it get picked up again, though, is the question. Looks like it is getting bent around a bit. Oh, yes. There you go. There's still a few objects. You can see those orbits are being changed in there, though. Look at that. Inner system as well. How are we doing there? It's actually pretty cool. It's actually stable. The system kind of stabilised now in the outer system anyway. It's actually all the orbits have cleaned themselves out, and the dominant objects in each region has kind of won the battle, and now they're the only objects left. It's quite cool how it's actually kind of evolved into what you'd expect, really. That's cool. I like that. Right. As for Star, I think now the system's stabilising a bit. I think it's more down to the star's evolution more than the orbits. As the orbits are looking pretty darn good at this point. There you go. And these outer objects are just chilling, so they're kind of out for good at this point, I reckon. So back to the star again. Let's continue with just saving as we evolve further. So there we go. Again, our goal is to make it into the blue star that it normally is. So the size-wise doesn't matter so much because I think regular Spicer is roughly around the same size as this and that. So our star's actually bigger than regular Spicer, so technically this should already be at that level. So again, I'm going to lock mass. We're going to double the temperature. So the star's getting a lot hotter now. It's burning that. It's getting there. Right, so there you go. 2,500 now. There you go. So now we're coming into the blue phase of star. The white-blue level. So there you go. Looking good. How's it look with the goggles off? Oh, yeah, look at it. Oh, it's a monster. Look how bright it is. Let's go from dominant gas giant's view here. There it is. Oh, and it's looking pretty good. Oh, 295 degrees here, but look at the reflection it is giving back from that star. Look at that. That is a beast. So there you go. We need to view that star through an atmosphere, I think. Really check it out. So what objects can we sort of... Maybe this object here would be a good view. So let's just pause it. Turn the goggles off. Now let's land ourselves on the surface here. Look at our parent star over there. You can see it in the distance if we turn the goggles off. And there you go. Look how bright it is. And this is 5 years. This is 6 AU away. Very bright. There's the twilight zone over there. It's looking pretty good. Let's slow down time. Let's just watch a few day-night cycles unfold here. I think. Oh god. Sorry for anyone I may have just blinded. Oh, we're losing material. Look, you can see this smoking up. Right. Not too good. Right. Where's that? Where's our sunrise? Sunrise. Not sure where it's going to come out from. Let's just keep playing then. Having a few minutes here. Let's speed it up a bit and watch as it unfolds. A few hours. There it is. We should start to see it on the horizon soon, I'm guessing, in this direction. Where's the light? Bring us the light. Don't want to go too fast. There it is. Yay. This is a full day cycle. Oh yeah. That's bright, isn't it? If you turn the goggles off, dim it down. There you go. Full brightness mode. Look at this. It's just, you can't see anything. It is really bright. There we go. So we should start to see it set soon. There you go. It's getting darker. Okay, so the sun's over there again. Okay. There you go. So it's going down again. Oh, there he goes. So it goes on the horizon. It is gone. Very cool. Okay. So there it is. Yes, losing material. Oh, there's a bit of temperature here. Oh, yeah. Things are getting pretty wild now. There you go. Habitable zone is all the way out here now. Let's see. So it's all the way out to the ice giants. Even the ice giants receiving temperature. 43 degrees. Check it out. Hey. There you go. Oh, and that's losing material. So the start is starting to consume everybody. They're all losing their material. So there you go. There it is. Even at the distance of the ice giants here. So this is 30. This is Neptune distance. 30 AU. So, I mean, this technically is a Neptune lookalike as well. So, you can, for comparison, this basically is Neptune. So, there you go. Alright. As for the other planets, 186 there. Dominant gas giant, 294. The inner planets now are going to be feeling the heat for sure. Pascal here. 915 at Pascal. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. That is not a good sight. Look at that. Oh, look at this, just look at that material. Oh, yeah. Slow things down, just watch it unfold. I mean, turn the goggles on, you won't really see that, but... oh, yeah. Not good. Can we get a surface view from this? I mean, that looks pretty wild. Let's have a little land. Let's go below the clouds here. There you go. Look at the green sky, and then you just see the scorching star in the sky there. There it is. There you go. That's not looking too great, is it? It's actually pretty cool viewing it. Oh, there's city lights. Hey, but I don't think they're going to be alive much longer, if at all. Look at all the material coming out of it from the back as well. That's that looks pretty rough. I don't think you want to live there now. Look at that. Thing looks like a wreck. There it is. Completely ruined. How are the other inner planets doing though? Let's see here. I think all these guys are going to be... oh yeah, look at this. The star is just ripping all of this to shreds. Look at that. Closest planets here. That's a gas giant, isn't it? That was the hot gas giant. There you go. All the other inner planets here. There's the other green one as well. Where's that blue one we like the look of here? That one's 700 degrees there. So that one's just hanging on, isn't it? It's looking pretty wild though. Turn the goggles off. There you go. That's a cool view. Look at that. That's a cool picture. Seeing it all come off like that. That is awesome. Just get a look of it without any of the stuff on, but there you go. The game's come such a long way. It never used to. Look how much better it looks now than it used to. That looks really good. I really like that. Good stuff. Alright, so let's continue. Oh, Spicer is really becoming the powerhouse now. Right, let's continue. Goggles back on so we can see everything. Okay. Don't think there's going to be much more orbital interaction though. Let's just see how it behaves. There's a few things changed in the inner system now, but the outer system, yeah, I think that's pretty much set in its way now. The brown dwarf and the other gas giants have cleared out their orbits. All of those super Earths. So remember, there was a load of super Earths in the outer solar system at one point. Literally, there's hardly any of them left now. I think this is the last one of the super Earths. Oh, oh, that may be an ejection. Look, brown dwarf, I think has killed him. Yeah, he's gone. He's out. That is the end of that. So, the final encounter with the... we're going to slowly disappear into darkness now. Look, it's going to get darker and darker as we leave the system. There you go. As we are leaving the system from this gas giant's perspective. Look, there you go. There's Spicer there. We are never going to return. There's the brown dwarf over there as well. The rest of the system, but darkness will consume us now as we slowly speed up time. This is never going to return as it darkens down forever. Oh yeah, and it is gone into the depths. Into the depths. Orbits. Look at it go. Trails, probably a better look there. It's just completely slung it. It is gone. Never to return. So, another gas giant down. We've still got the last super Earth hanging on, the furthest object out. Basically Sedna here. A world that never was. Never will be. Has no atmosphere, nothing. It's just a big rock. There you go. Just a frozen surface. There's absolutely nothing on it. Yeah, look at that. Has some water, but no atmosphere. It never will at this point. I don't think it's ever going to receive much temperature. It's not the coldest it could be. It's at 195. Still receiving light. Because, I mean, that star is pretty powerful. So, there you go. Again, let's throw in a save because I want to buff the star more now as we are starting to really go into the big levels now. So, again, lock that. I want it to be... Normal spice is about 22,000, I think, Kelvin. So, again, let's go for another... Let's go to, say, 15,000. Let's see how that does. Luminosity, again, is getting pretty wild. There you go. Play. There you go. And let's continue to save. As the star is going into the blue giant, blue-white kind of phase here. So there you go. So there we are. I try and keep it sort of in the realistic kind of way, but you know, this is still like, I don't know if the star will actually do that, but yeah, I'm trying to keep it roughly in line with how, or evolve it to the Spicer that currently exists. But we're going to go past that and then eventually make it into a supergiant or something, as it gets pretty big. So once we pass the regular Spicers kind of level, then we'll start to make it into the red. Make it to the red where it starts to lose its surface temperature. Right, we're going to keep it roughly in line with star evolution, so that's always our goal with these. So if there's anything you think that's slightly off, let me know. But yeah, there we go. So, you know, we try and keep it realistic, but you know, sometimes we put our own little take on it for a little bit of extra action. So there you go. But look at the orbits, look how stable everything is now. It's all just paving itself. It's great. There you go. Well, I'd be keen to see how hot this thing actually gets on its closest point to the star, actually. I have to wait for it to come around again, but look at the orbits. They're all behaving themselves. Great stuff, isn't it? It's just, everything's just stabled out for the most part. Look, there's not really much change. I think maybe the outer two inner planets here, maybe this one and this one. I think these guys probably slightly having a bit of a wobble, but other than that, you know, they're mostly behaving themselves. Okay, so there we go. So the furthest one's coming round again. How hot does it go? So it actually goes to minus... Oh, it actually warms up. Oh, my God. Wow. Okay. But where's that zone at? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it goes into the green when it actually loops round. That's fantastic. So, you know, if this far thing over here actually warms up, then yeah, everyone else is not going to be doing very well, are they? As this start is just going to consume absolutely everything when it goes. So, there you go. Let's actually watch it increase. Look, it's not even in the zone yet, and it's already going into the minus. So there you go. So look at it. Minus, it goes into 36 degrees. Let's just slow it really down. And there you go. It's actually, it actually warms up. There it is. So it does have an atmosphere. It's giving it an atmosphere. There you go. Does it actually have liquid water on its surface there? What is that? Is that an ocean? What is that? Is that liquid? It is! It has, or lake, I say lakes, not a full ocean, but it has lakes. There you go. Hey! Bit of blue for you. Underneath that very thick atmosphere. Let's just thin that out so we can see it properly. But there you go. Hey! Fantastic stuff. But I'm guessing that's going to go a little hotter than 40. Let's see how it... There you go. 233 in the northern hemisphere. Oh, yeah. It is on a tilt, isn't it, this thing? So there we go. How hot does it actually go? Oh my God! Look at all the water in the north. Look at it! Oh God! And it cools down again. Oh man! It freezes. Fantastic! That is a very bizarre, very rapid change of seasons there. Anyway, for the inner system, I'm guessing that ain't so bad. 106. This ice giant reflects a lot of light. I'm guessing, is it? How is this albedo? Would have thought it'd be hotter than that. Only 7. Okay. But the gas giants don't have atmosphere stats, so they just don't warm up as quick. Or we can see one of the objects has been... this was used to be the moon of the dominant gas giant. That one's orbit's been slightly tampered with now. Oh dear. Bet that's not going to end well. Brown dwarf just chilling. Okay. How's the closest planets doing here? 2,000 plus, yep. Pascal, 1,400. The sister planet, 1,600. Yeah. That blue one that never had a chance, 1,000. Oh, yeah. Pretty wild stuff, eh? Pretty wild. So there you go. But for now, we are going to finish off today's episode there, guys. And the next episode will be the finale, where Spicer surpasses its real-life levels. It'll go to 22,000 Kelvin. Its luminosity will go absolutely insane next episode, and then we'll eventually evolve it into... Maybe we'll go for a red hypergiant, make it absolutely enormous, and go for something on the level of UI Scutty or something. So or Stevenson. Yeah, maybe we'll make it that big. We'll see. Will it take over? Look, it almost reached the dominant gas giant. I think we may have to do that. I think that would be pretty extreme. But yeah, let us know what you think down below in the comments, everybody. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Yeah, let me know what you think of the Star Evolution. Do you think it's roughly on par? How do you think it's going? But yeah, any feedback will be appreciated. But that will send on, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, let's see if we go for 100 likes today, everybody. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Help us on the journey to 50,000 subscribers. We're getting closer and closer by each day. We passed 46,000 recently. So, you know, we're in that second half of the 40,000 mark. So... Yeah, closer to 50 than 40. So pretty exciting stuff there. But yeah, everybody, that all said and done. Make sure you all stay safe out there. Have a great day. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.